Robin.
Happy birthday to you.
It's Jimmy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anthony. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, E-Rock.
Thanks, E-Rock.
Was that an audible?
Yeah.
Was that your big surprise today for everybody?
That was E-Rock's big surprise.
I didn't know that was coming. I guess E-Rock runs the show now.
Yeah.
It's E-Rock's show.
Yeah, because we wanted to just kind of start with the subject, and hopefully the calls would come in on that.
Yeah.
Instead of 8,000 calls on happy birthday or anything. But, yeah, good choice.
All right. There you go.
Eek.
E-Rock lost sleep over that one. He couldn't wait to do that for everybody.
Wow.
It's just weird that he doesn't tell anyone. What a fucking ghoul.
That's a little.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Hi, everybody.
Morning to Anthony.
Hi.
Morning to you.
Morning to the people out there and our staff and Kenny.
Well, why Kenny?
I don't know. He's sitting there reading the paper.
You think he's actually reading the paper or just looking at the
pretty pictures?
and
They're
trying
all
to figure
in color
stuff out
now.
If you turn on your news today,
Yeah.
you're going to see a lot of people talking about gas prices.
Yeah, we saw that. Big story. They keep jacking up the gas prices, and the news is just biting.
Yeah, they're just loving this.
Biting like dumb fish.
I told you right before the show started, if I owned a gas station, I would be $10 a gallon guy. So every fucking media outlet comes to my gas station, and everyone could call me the big asshole.
You would have all the news there. And this gas station charging $10 a gallon. And they'd be trying to interview you.
Yeah.
You'd just be going, I don't want to talk to you.
There's got to be a guy out there that owns a gas station that listens to this show. I know that's almost an impossible thing, but I think there has to be one. Raise your prices to $10 and call the media. You'll have everybody there.
Everyone will be there. Great advertising.
Because some asshole did $4.97 here in New York City. Guess what? That's where the media is hanging out today.
They are.
They're hanging out at the place that has the highest gas prices.
The high prices.
Free advertising for you.
Yeah.
And then some dopey politician. Where was that guy? On Long Island?
I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think it was Long Island.
Because the politicians have to get involved. Like, they have something to do with the gas prices.
Oh, they're going to bring him down.
This guy, I guess he has a podium in the back of his Subaru.
So wherever he goes, he can look official.
So you got this asshole. He's a politician. You don't even know his name. And he's like, rah, 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 harumphing about gas prices as he stands behind a podium in front of the pumps.
Yeah, he put his podium right where your car pulls up. So the pumps are behind him. And then he's got his cronies, too.
Yeah.
You can't just go to the podium by yourself.
Right.
You need some cronies next to you. And you're talking to the mic about high gas prices.
But isn't that embarrassing? Like, his people have to pull out the podium from some trunk?
Set the podium up.
Set the podium up for this asshole?
On some big oil stain in the middle of the fucking lane that you get gas in. Got oil on his podium.
Then he has some kind of weird seal. I don't even know what it means.
The seal of the great fucking county of shit.
Right.
And he's just standing there yapping about high gas prices with the no ability to do anything about it.
No. You know who the biggest asshole is in the area as far as promoting themselves goes?
Who's that?
Chuck Schumer. I've mentioned this a few times, and it happened again, and I haven't brought it up on the show.
What did he inject himself into?
It's just a parade, man. But it was the St. Patty's Day parade in Huntington. I know this is a little old, but now that we're talking about podiums and politicians that are high and mighty, this fucking asshole walks down the middle of the parade route with his people, with huge signs that just say Chuck Schumer.
But they're his cronies.
And then some of the signs say meet Chuck Schumer.
Oh.
And some of the signs I've seen in the past have an arrow pointing to Chuck Schumer.
Like no one knows what he looks like. The guy shoves his face in front of every camera that's ever turned on.
But shouldn't he just walk the parade route and people should know who he is?
Yeah, it's like, hey, look, it's Chuck Schumer. And if you don't know, oh, well.
Oh, well. But no, he wants everyone to make sure you're looking at Chuck Schumer.
Well, for so many years, we didn't know what he looked like because his head was buried so far up Hillary's ass. He finally pulled it out, and we're like, oh, that's what he looks like.
That's pretty good.
Very new.
Yeah. So I bet you he drives around with a podium.
Yeah, he seems like a podium guy. I want a podium. I'm just going to put one in the Escalade.
And just set it up?
Because then, no matter what you're saying, it seems important.
Fuck, that could be a good video.
So you could just pop a podium out
right,
and just start talking to people.
About some kind of issue.
And it doesn't even have to be anything, but you got a podium so it looks really important. Have a seal made up.
Right, some seal that means nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
shock jockery.
Some crest on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you need a crest on your podium?
Yeah, you need a bird and some, like, stars and shit.
Some twiggy-looking thing, like a twig.
A twig. The bird's got to hold a twig. Yeah, and then you talk, and people are like, holy shit, this guy means business.
That's right. Well, now when you see the podium on TV, you'll have a little chuckle. Fucking asshole driving around town with his own podium so he can say some shit. That's ridiculous.
Hey, look at that. Danny punches up some podiums.
Can we buy a podium?
Oh, man.
What kind of podium you want to buy?
I want a podium.
Wait, I want that small one where you just put a... No, I like the podiums, actually. No, I'm going to back up.
Full wood.
I like the podiums that hide your entire body.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you feel like you're almost in a womb.
Yeah, like that's a good podium.
Yeah, I hate the podiums that
$2,000.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, see, I like that. I like the big blocky podiums because you can hide your body behind it.
And you can put a lot of microphones in front of you.
Those stupid podiums, what are they called? Where it's just like a little shelf and then like just a little pole.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Yeah, you can't hide behind that shit.
You need to be able to hide.
People will be looking at your cock bulge when you're trying to say something important.
Not paying attention to what you're saying. I'm going to get a podium.
$1,025 for a podium with no shit on it?
But you're saving $455.
All right.
Oh.
Whoa.
Is it assembled?
We passed the savings on it.
Is it like an IKEA podium where I got to put that motherfucker together?
Anything worse than putting shit together.
Oh, stop.
Who's helping you take this out of the car? It's 150 pounds.
That's
Holy
150
shit.
pounds? So that asshole that was in front of the gas station, it's safe to say his podium could be up to 150 pounds?
That's what his cronies do.
Potentially, sure.
Oh, my God.
Oh, but that's good podium right there. I think I need that.
How about it? Look, cherry. Cherry's nice.
Cherry wood podium.
You an oak man?
I think
an oak man there, Jimmy.
I like the cherry wood. Well, nah, that's kind of.
My buddy Jimmy in Toluca Lake needs a podium.
Oak's nice.
Well, now we're down to $600 for a podium.
Yeah, $600.
Yeah, this one's 160.
Does it look cheap though? The podium?
The picture really sucks on this one.
Yeah, that kind of looks a little.
That
cheesy.
looks a little cheap, man. We want something that looks like fucking solid.
There is
oak.
room for papers to put on the podium.
Oh, let me say.
That's a little thin.
It is a little thin.
Yeah, but you could hide your body behind it.
But look,
Yeah.
that one comes with one of those little reading lamps.
Oh, and a mic stand?
Yeah, it's
And a
pretty
mic
sweet.
stand. That's not bad. That looks damn official right there.
Yeah.
It's got 3.5 stars.
Not enough. No, look, not enough room.
Wait,
it's small.
There's an actual business. Where'd you go? Podium.com.
Yeah, it's like fucking
I pumped in podiums into
but I just
Google
saw-
Shopping.
Google Shopping podiums.
The last one we were just looking at was from Sears. I
Yeah,
didn't know
Sears
Sears
has
had a
tons of
podium
Sears
section.
sells a podium?
They sure do, because I saw 2 of them already.
Holy shit.
Fucking podiums. Why are we talking about podiums?
Because they're cool and
Very
we're going to do
important.
some fun bits with them.
Very important.
Gas is pushing $450, and we're talking about podiums.
Damn.
The price of podiums have risen steadily over the years.
True.
I mean, look at these prices. It's
Petroleum.
ridiculous.
How high can you make your gas prices before they come down on you for price gouging and all that?
Probably, at this point, anything over $5.50. If you're hitting $6, they're going to start.
But can you be
nailing
$6 a gallon guy so you get the media there? I know
You probably
$10
could
is
push
a
it.
little outrageous,
You
but
could probably push it. I would like to get a podium and discuss the high price of podiums. That would.
wow, that one's $3,500.
I know,
What do
right?
you get for
How nice
that?
it is, though.
Does it suck your dick?
But I wouldn't.
While you're making your
There's a little
speech?
hole in it. There's a glory hole
There's
in
an
there.
oversized reading surface that holds a 3-ring binder, heavy-duty industrial casters for easy mobility.
Oh man, say the
yeah.
casters.
How much does it weigh though? Because if you don't have your cronies with you,
yeah,
you're gonna look silly trying to haul it out. Haul your 200-pound podium out.
You don't
of
want
the
the
trunk
press there when you're doing that.
to say some shit.
Looks silly.
I bet shipping has to suck on something like this.
Oh my God, big and heavy. Yeah, well, we'll get in front of the podium and talk about the high cost of shipping of podiums. Anything with Podium, anything Podium related. I can't even say Podium anymore. It sounds funny.
Psycho Bob says, send Bobo to give speeches from a podium. No, he's the one-man band right now. That's all I want Bobo to do in the near future.
One-man band.
Is the one-man band shit. And
I wake people up.
We got to figure out where the one-man band is going to show up next.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Starbucks in Times Square myself.
That'd be nice.
You boys need teleprompters to go with these podiums.
No.
Can we get one of those invisible teleprompters?
The glass?
Yeah, it's right in front of you and no one knows what's on there.
It's tilted. Yeah.
I would like that.
You don't see it, but they can see it. Obama uses those all the time.
Rocco's got a great idea. You would look like the biggest asshole. Go ahead, Rocco.
That's funny.
Please deliver this properly because I gave it a lot.
Okay, here we go, guys. I'm thinking about putting the cop on a Segway and then having a podium around the Segway, and he can go around in Times Square and just spill his venom at everyone that has any.
And would you be Segway podium guy?
That would be great.
Place to place,
where you just go on your Segway. You can then stop and give a speech.
As soon as the Segway stops, it is instant podium.
Now you're a podium, and then you just Segway your ass to another location.
This could be the strangest opening to an Opie and Anthony show. When I drove in today, I wasn't thinking podiums whatsoever. But then you see that asshole in front of the gas station with his dumb podium. I'm thinking, hey, we got something here.
Because we were just thinking logistically, it's silly. A gas station, you don't ask the gas station guy, excuse me, do you have a podium in there?
Right.
Just in case someone wants to give a speech at your gas station. You got to bring the motherfucker.
But when you set up that podium and the people around
will respond.
Are going, holy shit, some stuff is going to be said today right here.
If you're just talking, right?
Yeah.
People aren't really going to pay you no never mind.
No.
But if you have a podium in front of you, now you're saying something important. People are going to stop and listen.
You want to talk to a guy that actually, this is his gig?
What?
He rents out podiums? Derek. Derek.
Good morning, boys.
Hi.
Happy birthday, Anthony.
Oh, bless you.
This is.
It's not the only thing I do, but I work for a company. We rent podiums. We set it up. We have to deal with these political assholes. It's never them. It's always a group of people. I'll give you a great example. My company did a lot of work for Cuomo when he was Attorney General. And, this guy's like, hey, I want to speak at this school, and I want a podium, I want some blue drape, and I want a fucking, model holding a bird, whatever. We got to come up with that shit.
Oh, so you're the one that comes up the background and everything, huh?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So they just
own this shit. They have us lug it around.
Yeah, I got you. So they call you and give you some specs, and then you have to fucking set up the whole thing for the guy. So, So someone out on Long Island set up that podium for that politician.
But what about the seal on the front?
They usually come up with that, but they always have a group of people, like you said. They always have a group of cronies, and they're always like, "Could you put it a little to the left? No, could you put it a little?" No,
very important podium placement. Very important.
You want to make sure
placement, fucking where the mics go, how high the mics are. I don't want it blocking my face.
Well, of course not.
I know it's a fucking thankless job. By the way, I'm just going to throw this out there. This is neither here nor there. But I keep having this recurring dream where I'm on your show. In fact, I just had it. I know it sounds like I'm a fucking madman now. I just had a dream where me and Opie were planning a joke on Anthony, and and the joke was I was co-hosting while Anthony was on vacation. Just thought I'd throw that out there. And
wow, this guy.
That's amazing.
Should have said that in front of a podium.
You dream that instead of dreaming about
a podium.
Banging young pussy. That's wonderful.
I'd rather have those dreams.
Wow, that's just an amazing fucking imagination you got. I was dreaming I was a unicorn and I was popping teenagers in the ass in midair. But you have a fucking dream about co-hosting a dumb show with me. Wow.
The guy
wow,
the guy did good on the podium thing, and then he got creepy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was like your Obama dream, Opie.
Oh, man.
Like you doing good. Like this guy was doing good with his call.
You really like my Obama dream, don't you?
Yeah, because it's so typical of what would happen. Because you're like, I can't blow this. I need it.
Blew it.
And then Obama was like, take a hike.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Boys.
Thank you, Derek. There you go.
Don't
This
be
guy
sorry.
rents podiums. Now someone is suggesting we need a gavel, too.
For what?
Do you gavel when
I don't think you gavel
a
podium?
No.
You don't gavel a podium, no. No, you just use your voice. You can't get carried away.
Do you go with the microphone and then they have to set up the little speakers, or you just talk loud enough for everybody?
I think you have the microphone, but it's recording something.
Or do you have an area on your podium where all the local news stations and radio stations put their flags
and they
up?
throw the mics with the flags on them, and then you talk.
Okay, I think that's.
But you talk loud. You gotta have that politician talk where gas prices must come down.
You gotta pound your fist.
Pound the podium.
So you need something that sounds good when you pound it.
And the podium's got to be, it can't be particle board podium. You need a poundable podium. That's fantastic.
Well, the guy setting up his podium to talk about gas prices, and I've never seen that asshole before in my life.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Seal the president.
They got us. They got us. So we'll be paying a lot of money for gas this summer.
Yeah, I noticed they're doing something at these gas stations, though, because people have said, "Hey, have you had the $100 fill up yet?" And I think I have had that already at some point. But now it gets to $74, and it slows way down, and then it's tink, 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 and then barely goes to $75.
Right.
It goes $74 and then $75, and then it shuts off.
Why?
So then I'd have to slip my card again.
Seriously?
And restart at $75. Yeah.
I think I did 77 the other day. I tweeted a picture. I forgot what the total was on that picture because I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Like it finally hit me. Like I just filled up for how much on my dumb car? There it is. Rising prices. It's everywhere. See, $4.97 guy. $4.97
guy is
that's
getting,
the highest.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you beat out $4.97 now just for the attention?
Price is Right rules.
Right.
People aren't
going to remember that you were the guy that decided to be the highest one.
No.
Just do it for the fame.
Yeah. Get a little bit of press down at your station, then lower the price, and people show up.
Oh, fuck. You know what? We are fucking up this whole thing according to Eric. Eric, go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Isn't a lectern the thing you stand behind, not a podium?
Uh-oh. Is there a difference between
a lectern?
A lectern and a podium?
Yeah, a podium's what you stand on top. It's like a stage.
No, we were seeing
we went to podium.com
and they showed...
Yeah, podium.com's fucked up.
A lectern.
What's a lectern? What's the difference between a lectern?
Okay, a lectern
is a shitty podium.
Is a shitty podium. A lectern is more like just it has a spot for paper on top that you read in front of, but it looks very narrow for the most part. They do make thick lecterns, but I think that's more for giving a lecture in a college or something.
Yeah,
or a gas station.
No, podium better than lectern.
Yeah, you know when you're looking at a podium.
Oh, that's the ruling? Okay.
Yeah, lecterns suck a dick.
I wasn't sure. I'm sorry.
Lecterns are for valedictorians. Who needs that shit?
Yes.
Well, what about a salutatorian? Could you use lectern or no?
A lectern's like a music stand.
Did you say so?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, sir.
All right. Well,
thank you.
Hey, Jimmy, happy birthday. Suck a dick.
Yeah.
Jimmy, anything?
Jimmy.
Snuff.
He doesn't feel like talking. He's sad today. He's
very sad.
Over there crying. Knows why the pump will stop at 75. I don't think my pump stopped at 75. Man.
Mine does, yeah.
But it was pouring, and I did the old, I put the gas cap in. Because they don't let you just fucking automatically fill anymore in most places. So I say, fuck that. I take my fucking,
the gas cap.
The gas cap, thank you. And I shove that shit in there, and I get back in my car.
That's illegal. They don't like that.
Fuck that.
Like a savage is able to work that automatic lock to keep your gas in, but they don't trust me doing it.
No.
Shut up, I'm cold.
Johnny, Connecticut, go.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
The gas pump will stop at $75 because the credit card only gets approved for $75 when you buy gas. Different gas stations do it different ways, but the thought was that at one point, $75 was more than enough you ever needed to fill up a tank.
Yeah, well, they ought to change that motherfucker. They're losing money because I leave after $75.
Well, what it is usually the idiot kid that works at the gas. I noticed my friend's a manager at a gas station, and we're in Connecticut where gas is fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
But, you just have to go in the system and change that pre-approval. But most little stoner kids are too fucking lazy to do it, so they don't.
I got to find that stupid picture I tweeted there because I think I was over 75.
Yeah,
maybe I had one of those
stations you can.
Maybe I was at a gas station that didn't give a shit about that. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go to El Paso.
El Paso City by the Rio Grande.
Nice, El Paso checking in. What do you got, brother?
Yeah, gas in Juarez is only $2.80. You know, you have to like do the Born Identity fucking car chase to get around all the fucking cartels, but it's still cheaper gas.
Oh, you go down to Mexico for your gas? Yeah, that's taking your life into your hands.
Go down to Mexico. Shit, it's fucking 3 miles from my fucking house, man. There's the border.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you got to worry about getting shot.
Shit. They had a shootout and it hit buildings at UT El Paso. You don't even have to go to Mexico to get shot anymore.
Yeah, they're flying over the border. Crazy-ass Mexican cartels.
What the?
They're chopping off heads and throwing them at the fucking police station and blowing up car bombs and shit.
Oh, and the fucking Acapulco? What'd they have? Like 5 bitches would be headed to some shit? It's crazy.
Yeah, the beauty parlor.
It's great, Craig.
All right, thank you, El Paso.
Take it easy, buddy.
So I'm on my
parlor. What?
And I'm on my iPad, right? I'm trying to find that fucking picture that I tweeted of filling up, whatever.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? I clicked something on one of my pictures. It goes to matchfucking.com and it showed me all the guys available in my area.
Whoa, what have you been delving into? Yeah, that shouldn't happen.
Do you do Plixie?
iPad. No.
People are telling me Plixie sucks because they do this shit with advertising. And what the fuck?
I don't do Plixie.
Image hosting's got to cost something to somebody.
Yeah, what did I click on to get this shit?
Look at the men in your area.
You could change your options.
There's some hot guys here. Best part of living in New York City.
Change
the men in your area.
Hoster.
What?
You could change the picture hosting.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm absolutely gonna
change
do that. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
That's what I do. I don't use that. I use, what do I use? That fucking frog.
Y-Frog, I think you use.
Y-Frog.
I don't know which one is the good one to use. I've tried them all.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, look at this. John Huddy in West Hempstead, Long Island at a gas station.
The cheapest gas. For now, we're live here in West Hempstead, Long Island. Dick, back to you in the studio.
All right, John, you'll have to drive a long way to find the cheap stuff anyway. People in the neighborhood are demanding answers after months of vandalism. Dozens of cars were vandalized on
Right.
Shut the fuck up. You're not 70 years old. That's what 70-year-old guys do.
Drive around.
They drive around to find the cheapest fucking
gas
prices.
And it's only a few cents cheaper, so you're really not making out on the...
and they will tell you, too. You know what? I found on the boulevard, I saw gas at $4.23
It was amazing. I pulled in there. Where is that? I'll drive there.
I drove an hour to find it, but still.
Yeah.
I'm only paying $4.23 a gallon.
There's a line out the place, so you've got to idle your engine.
To save...
Pain in the ass.
Get the fuck out of here. Just nearest gas station. Right?
Absolutely. Closest is bestest. I don't care.
Oh, wow. This actually happens. Joe in Philly. Joe?
How are you, boys?
Pretty good,
hey, Joe.
Real quick, before I hit on my point, did you just talk about the boulevard? Are you really coming over to our side? Oh,
I was just down there. That's why I said the boulevard. I was trying to keep it local for Northeast.
You know, I got this fucking cunt, man. Whenever I do that, I put the, like you were speaking about, putting the gas cap in the thing. She shuts the pump off on me and tells me to come inside. It happens at Wawa all the time.
Why? Because you jammed the cap in?
Yeah, bitch will shut the pump off and get over the little loudspeaker and say, "Sir, please come inside, and we need to speak to you."
Oh boy, you're in Dutch. Please, what's that gonna do?
I've never had that happen before.
It clicks off anyway.
It does?
Yeah.
I just have a vision that just starts pouring out.
Just pouring out. No, it clicks off.
All right. Well, there you go. There's the start of the show today. Talking about fucking podiums.
Dumb podiums. And
we used to shove wiffle ball bats up,
Yeah.
up holes, and now we're talking about podiums.
Now we want to give speeches behind a podium and not a lectern.
Speaking of speeches, well, I don't know. I went for the dumb radio seg. I don't even know.
Whatever.
If that makes sense. This Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a douche. I'm sorry.
I know you're not a big fan of Obama.
Well, certainly not.
But we certainly got to focus on the fact that Mr. Trump is you're going with douche?
Yeah, I'll go with douche. He's being douchey, which he's not really being an asshole, or even a shithead. He's just being a douche.
I'm going to go with jerk.
A jerk?
He's just
Is he being a jerk?
And please, I don't know if is Fox or any of these news outlets like going on the air and saying, "Look, this guy will never run for the presidency."
No, they're.
Why
all
won't they
treating
do
him like
that?
The viable candidate
He's
for
not going to run
against
in the end.
Obama. And the thing that's really giving it legs, as they say, is Obama's people are kind of putting him out there as their competition, so that people will be like, "Oh, he's the guy that's running again. Well, I got to vote for Obama. I'm not voting for that."
Kind of smart on their part.
But I think the Republican Party, when they finally have a real candidate, and they're going to tell Trump, settle down, asshole.
Settle down, or
just fucking
or they're going to push him out of the way. But
yeah,
man, I mean, I love Trump for the simple fact that he likes speaking his mind. I mean, he did it to us. He called us slobs in the paper, but
that's like it's his
what are you gonna do? But now
he's a shock builder.
Yeah,
that's what he is. He's just a.
And now he's just going after Obama. He's going after Robert De Niro.
Seinfeld.
I think he went after Seinfeld. How do you go after Seinfeld?
Yeah.
He's very Seinfeld is just very generic.
I've never
don't know
heard
much about
Seinfeld get political or anything.
He's just a very generic guy that came up with one of the greatest sitcoms ever.
Did he say something about Trump and then Trump jumped on him?
I don't even remember the Seinfeld.
And Seinfeld's a comic, so I'm sure it was zero seriousness behind it.
Well, Trump has now sent investigators to Hawaii to search out some dirt on Obama.
Enough of that.
He's calling him a bad student. He's one of those birther guys. And I was reading in the paper today that even Bachmann a big birther broad?
Yeah.
And she's even backed off on it and said, let's find other shit to trash Obama.
Because it's very bad for the Republican Party to harp on that, because it really isn't an issue, and it's easy for the Democrats to turn around and say, look, this is all they got,
right?
And make them look stupid.
She was one of the leaders in that whole thing. And even she's moving on, saying, look, we'll find other stuff to talk about Obama.
I mean, honestly, he's shown enough proof. But I would like to just see him standing there with the original, kind of smiling, going, hey. But I'm not going to sit there and fucking pull this Donald Trump bullshit.
Well, which one you want first? Trump talking about Obama being a bad student? Because that's the new one.
That's a good one. I like that
This
one.
is like shock jock shit.
Yeah.
You would listen to Trump in the morning.
Trump being a shock jock. Trump with you.
Right. This is the latest from Donald Trump.
I heard he was a terrible student. Not like, okay. I heard he was a bad student. How does a bad student then go to Columbia and then go to Harvard? How does this happen? He's a bad student, gets into Columbia, top school, gets into Harvard, top school. He's a bad student. How does this happen?
How does this happen? How did it happen?
How did it happen?
Well, that's how it happened.
Because they were grooming him to be president.
Right.
Since he was 8 years old.
Or something.
Right. And then Donald Trump responds to Robert De Niro's criticism by calling him stupid.
Stupid.
Did we get the De Niro clip? What did Robert De Niro say?
I don't know. It's just it. Like, I don't know what other people are saying to Donald to make him
to get him riled up.
Rambunctious.
Do we have what De Niro said? I forgot. I really forgot on this one.
Anything? Let's see. No.
De Niro.
What De Niro said about Trump?
Because now Trump is responding. I just want the full story.
Trump's like calling him stupid or something.
Oh, here comes Sam. Sam's running.
Sam.
The clip has a setup.
Oh, he does that? Okay, it does have the setup? All right, so. And now this is Trump.
Oh, Trump's birth claims are crazy.
That's what De Niro said?
Yeah, Robert De Niro.
And that's enough for Trump to go off on De Niro.
Oh, of course.
Here in New York City over the weekend, they've been having the Tribeca Film Festival. The guy who started it, Robert De Niro. It sounded like he did call you out. He said a couple of days ago, quote, I won't mention names, but certain people in the news in the last couple of weeks, just what are they doing? It's crazy. They're making statements about people that they don't even back up. Go get the facts before you start saying things about people. And apparently later he did reveal that he was in part talking about you. What do you say
with
to
the
Robert De
birther
Niro?
issue?
Yeah.
Well, he's not the brightest bulb on the planet. I mean, I've been watching him over the years, and I like his acting. But in terms of when I watch him doing interviews and various other things, we're not dealing with Albert Einstein. Ooh. And he can say what he wants, but the fact is that this guy has not revealed his birth certificate. A lot of people agree with me.
He's got to do a radio show.
The Trumpster?
Yeah. And he has a way of doing it, too, because he always compliments you, and then he fucking hits you right in the taint.
Yeah.
With a fist.
That's probably how he runs business.
You think that's how he does it?
The handshake and then the big Trump dick up the ass.
I think you're right on that.
Yeah.
So...
Wow, well...
Not the brightest bulb. He's no Einstein.
No. And then I heard him, on another show, he was going, De Niro, you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Trump said that?
Yeah, trying to do the taxi driver thing. And
well, Donald Trump is having a lot of fun with this, but he's not going to even run for the presidency. And I don't know why the mainstream media won't say that.
This is just, he loves publicity. He has for years.
Right.
He loves that Trump name getting out there. And this is a great opportunity for it because people are putting him on shows and interviewing him as an actual presidential candidate.
I love it.
Stop it.
Because he's fun to listen to.
Yeah.
He's not that good to look at. He's creepy. Creepy to look at.
Yeah.
You would think he would have figured out that hair thing. You figured out the hair thing.
I don't even know what his
hair thing is. And you're not a
thing
billionaire.
Is. No. He will not. Maybe he's got a phobia. He'll do the comb-over thing. But that is a comb-over.
It's a comb-over that's nailed down, though.
Yeah, he sprays the shit out of it. He must spray it.
But no, I think it's nailed down.
Hairspray. What do you mean, like a
couple
wig?
Stitches or something to kind
like
of
a wig?
I don't know. But why would you have such weird hair? I know this is hack material. I know, but Trump's in the news.
Yeah,
and he's a billionaire, and I just don't understand why he never figured that hair thing out.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. He could go and get like the best of the best.
Some fucking B-list actor could get his hair looking really good.
It looks like the hair's coming from the back and wrapping around the front. Like it doesn't look like it's brushed from his hairline.
But where?
See, that's coming from the back or something.
I don't know where it's coming from.
No one does. That's just it.
Like what?
No one could figure out this comb-over.
What kind of balding you think he has?
I think he's completely horseshoe bald.
Completely horseshoe
and has grown
bald.
A shitload in the back.
Well, how low? Just above the ears? Those type of guys? You know what I mean? Way low?
Not way, way low, but low enough where the whole top is gone.
Wait, this is a guy... This is a diagram.
It's some arrows.
From a guy trying to figure it out.
He's got arrows all around.
It's the greatest thing ever. I have never seen this. He's got arrows. So some of the hair he pushes to the back. Then in the back of the hair, he's got some hair that pushes over the top.
The first thing he does is take that little bit from the side and brush it around his forehead to cover up the bald spot.
And that makes a foundation.
Right, foundation for number two.
Slow, way the fuck down.
Yeah.
Start over.
He goes.
I'm really confused.
All right, number one is the side, right there in front of and above the ear. And then he parts that there right about at ear level and swoops it forward in front of his head and forehead.
Okay.
And that covers up the world of hurt in front.
Okay.
Then you can't have that because that looks silly because it's coming away from the side and swooping around the front. So he camouflages that with hair from the back that he brushes forward over that, thus making a basket weave pattern.
Oh, my God.
And then three is your standard rear part over the ear, comb over for the bald spot in the back. And then four looks like he's just getting something over his ear to make it look like a natural sort of where your sideburn kind of brushes back over your ear thing.
That's too much work.
And then he must just spray lacquer on it.
Wow, someone figured out.
Someone did figure it out. Where's the one with his hair blowing in the wind there?
I love that one.
Yeah, let's see what's happening there and if there's any.
I love that.
Yeah, because, oh, my God. See, there's much too much hair there. He's
got really long hair.
It's long because he needs to whip it around. See? Oh, boy, that comb-over's coming apart. Wow. Yeah. Look. There's no natural front hairline.
Can you tweet that picture?
That's a great picture, man. His hair's all over the place.
Just send it to me. I'll tweet it. Fuck it.
His hair's going crazy.
Or Big Duties will tweet it. We'll get it out there to the people because his hair is easily 8 inches long.
Yeah. He's got long hair because you need it to wrap around.
You need a lot of it to swoop all over the fucking place.
It's like a turban. You got to wrap it around your head.
That is amazing. It's amazing because he's a billionaire, and I think they figured out the hair shit.
Yeah.
Unless he doesn't have a lot left, because you need. If you have too much balding going on, that harvest area thing that you did isn't going to work.
No. You got to be a certain type of just thinning, little thinnage.
Right.
But he. I can't even tell how much he has or doesn't have. First of all, the blondish hair makes it very hard to detect.
Right.
And then the way he's got it swooping around, it's crazy. Imagine what that's like when he wakes up in the morning, though. Like, because your hair's always at your worst when you first get off the pillow. Yeah. That must just be all over the place. Yeah. It's got to look like...
You think he gets up at 3 in the morning so no one ever sees how horrendous it looks before he works it out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And just sneaks into the bathroom. It's got to look like when Bugs Bunny put dynamite in Gossamer's hair and it blew it all back and left it bald on top and it was just hanging off the sides.
I'm with you.
Like a peeled banana.
I'm with you. And he's got to put all that shit back
Yeah,
together.
and he's got to fucking...
For his board meeting.
1, 2, 3, 4, spray the shit out of it.
Well, fuck, man. I say to Donald, keep it up.
Yeah.
Some great sound bites coming out of you.
Yeah.
We're loving it.
But the second...
it gets serious. He'll back out.
Well, he doesn't want Obama to be president again. And he knows damn well that it's...
he knows
if he's in there fucking up any of the Republican votes...
Right.
Yeah,
he'll do his damage.
It'll be a Ross Perot thing if he stays in.
He'll do his damage this way, and then he'll back out for some serious.
He'll back off.
Serious candidates.
Maybe he'll go stumping for people. Stumping.
Royal wedding. When is this fucking thing?
Friday.
This Friday.
I think it's Friday.
Oh, really? I thought we'd be on the air for
Friday.
Friday, meaning in the morning.
Yeah, because it's really early in the morning. It's like...
Yeah, there you go, Gossamer.
That's what he looks like when he wakes up. It's like 4 in the morning and that coverage starts and shit. So we'll be able to pop in, I think.
I like your Gossamer. I really do, Anthony.
Yeah.
But Ted in Wisconsin might have one that's pretty good, too.
All right.
Ted, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he probably, when he wakes up in the morning, he probably looks like Bill Murray in Kingpin.
Yeah, that's a good... All right, that's a good one, too.
I think
Bill Murray's hair in Kingpin was hilarious.
I think that's pretty accurate.
There
it is.
He's holding up the bowling ball, and his hair is just flopped over the side, his comb-over hair.
There you go. That's it right there. Bill Murray and Kingpin.
Oh, God,
that movie is all right. All right. Let's take our first break.
Gotta eat.
I think it's just me and you today, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we got guests or nothing.
No, that's cool.
Jimmy's doing his L.A. run. He'll be back Thursday.
L.A.
And no guests, which is nice. I like guests, but I also like to just chill out.
We had a lot yesterday.
Tomorrow we got Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, and Joe DeRosa all in studio at the same time promoting their movie.
And cheating, or is that what it's called?
Cheat.
Just cheat.
Cheat. When we get back, do you realize there's a list of films?
Oh, I love
that
lists.
people pretend to have seen.
Why?
The top list of movies people pretend to see.
They say they've seen them, but they haven't.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just see it?
Say, no, I haven't seen that one.
Right.
Although I have been guilty of that, but I don't know why. You do things sometimes and you go, like, what?
Well, I do it for the radio. Because I want to.
Like, oh, did you see that movie? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I want to sound informed.
That was great. And then I realized, no, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'll do it for the radio. But when you're walking around in your regular life, you do that? That's weird.
Maybe just to keep conversation going. Because if you say no, it's like, and that person has nothing to say to you.
What movie did you do it with?
I don't even remember, but I think over time I have said, like, someone goes, did you see this? I'm like, oh, yeah. I'm like, why would I just say no?
Why would I just say no?
Why did I lie?
Yeah. I don't know. What is this? Steve in New York City. Steve,
Yes.
we're going to break, Steve. But they're really doing this? Go.
Dude, they're having a huge event in Times Square on Friday morning, starting at like 4 or 4:30. I run one of the billboards over here, so it's going to be like on all the billboards in Times Square. They're having the stages set up and singing and all this crap.
For what?
For this stupid wedding.
Oh, for the wedding? Why would they do that in Times Square? No one's going to know over there.
It's all tourists over here.
We don't acknowledge that royal shit over here.
Oh, for the limeys that are here, so they can watch it on the big screen in Times Square or something?
More importantly,
stinky bastards.
More importantly, Steve, you run one of the billboards?
Yeah.
One of the electronic ones?
The biggest one.
How about a little Opie and Anthony shit?
Dude, whatever you want.
No, don't just say that for the radio.
Throw it up there.
I want.
Dude, I'm a huge fan. I've been listening to you guys since.
Would you get? I don't care. Would you get fired?
Probably.
Oh well.
So how about we do this when you know you're finally sick of this fucking job? Because if we do something in Times Square, it's got to be over the top, not just Opie and Anthony on Sirius XM. Who cares? We want something that makes people go, "What the fuck?"
Panic. Radiation levels are up in Times Square.
Say
evacuate.
Can we get the goatsy man in Times Square?
Yes.
That would make my day.
Are you gonna quit the job soon?
Nah, probably not. I'm gonna stick around.
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right, then there's
cock picks.
So we called you out on the anything you want.
Gaping.
Come on, if that was in Times Square, you would let your balls off.
Yeah, can we do a gaping?
I would definitely.
Can we do gaping ass cave?
There'd be women with their children running like there was a bombing going on. Wow, that is nasty.
Sorry, guys. I mean, I would, but, you know.
All right, then don't say anything for you guys.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
All right, Steve.
God, why is the inside of assholes so red? Just looks like a fucking roadkill in there.
It's horrible.
Ew.
Henry in Jersey. Henry's going to correct us on our kingpin knowledge.
Uh-huh.
It's Woody Harrelson.
No. We just saw a nice picture of Bill Murray from Kingpin, and it looked very much like Donald Trump.
And AO.
Yes.
How do you just skate on that?
I know. You can't skate.
Why are you skating on that, sir?
You can't skate.
Because, listen.
Wait a minute. You can't just call in and be wrong and then just glaze over it.
Yeah, well, allow the second part of your phone call, but you're wrong about the Kingpin thing.
Come on, it's Woody Harrelson's got the hair comb over. I'm bald. I know.
How many times have you seen Kingpin? Have you seen Kingpin a lot?
5 times.
Well, how do you not know that they both have really bad hair, but Ernie McCracken is like.
Oh, wait, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
He plays against. You're right.
All right.
Yeah. Woody had the bald head, but he had a few strands that he combed over.
Right, you're right. That's good. Hey, listen though. I've been listening for a
Doesn't matter. Right, wrong.
And one of the things you got to work on is your.
It's going to help you.
Man.
My what?
Your man.
Oh no, I don't have to work on shit.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You have to work on your fucking movie trivia.
Right. Shut the fuck up.
And I like it. And your society needs to work too.
My what?
I just cut your losses at this point.
I don't even know what he's saying.
I don't know.
What was the second part?
He doesn't like your society.
Society.
When you say society, but I don't know what he's saying.
All right, Henry, thank you. All right.
Can we block Henry from ever calling the show again?
We just did.
He was horrid.
We just did. We'll take a break.
Yeah.
So we got movies. A whole list of films people pretend to have seen. That's a weird list.
I guess that guy was a great caller for that segment.
Yes.
He's never seen Kingpin. Also, we got an update on Flavor Flav's Chicken Restaurant.
Flavor Flav. In the head.
In the Who Saw This Coming news, we got the Flavor Flav Chicken Restaurant update.
Yeah. We got an update on that McDonald's story, too, with that chick. Whatever that was.
I didn't.
They held a rally yesterday.
I still haven't seen the video.
Oh, the video's wow.
Yeah, we'll do a little on that.
Wow,
too.
them sisters is beating the shit out of that white boy girl.
And finally, Ant, we got the finalists. 19 of them. We're going to try to get through today.
Wow.
We don't have to do all today.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, we got most annoying 30 seconds of sound finalists. We got 19.
Right.
So we're going to go through some of those today. Steven Singer's got the prize for that, right?
$2 grand.
$2 grand.
Two G's. Too large.
Very nice. And on Lady Gaga.
Yeah, little Lady Gaga again in the news. She knows how to get some news. She never uses a podium.
No.
From what I've seen.
Gregorio!
Antonio!
Amy.